All right, let's talk about something huge that's on the horizon. OpenAI is gearing up to launch a brand new web browser called ChatGPT Atlas. And look, this isn't just some minor update. They're aiming to completely change the game for how we all use the internet.
So let's kick things off with a problem that I'm pretty sure drives all of us a little crazy. You know the drill, right? You're doing some research, you've got a dozen tabs open, you find something you want to use your AI for, so you have to highlight it, copy it, switch over to another window, paste it in. It's just so clunky. Right now, our browser and our AI are living in two totally separate worlds.
But what if that all just went away? OpenAI's idea for Atlas isn't just to stick an AI chatbot in the corner of another browser. No, they're talking about a complete paradigm shift here. The whole idea is to stop just looking at the web through a window and to start having a real back-and-forth conversation with it.
So what's the big deal here? Well, Atlas is being built from the ground up with ChatGPT as its core engine. The whole point is to let ChatGPT, as they say, come with you anywhere across the web. Just think about that for a second. No more app switching. The AI is just there, like a co-pilot for literally everything you do online.
This slide really gets to the heart of it. Think about your browser right now. It's basically an information retriever. It fetches stuff and shows it to you. That's it. Atlas wants to be an interactive collaborator. It doesn't just display the content, it understands it. It can interact with it. So you're not just searching and then analyzing yourself, you're having a conversation, and the AI is doing the heavy lifting.
So you might be wondering, okay, how does this actually work in the real world? Well, it all seems to come down to two really game-changing features that are powering this whole thing: agent mode and browser memories.
And this is where things get really wild. Check out agent mode. It's basically like having a personal assistant who can actually do things for you on the web. You just talk to it. You say something like, hey, book a table for 2 at that Italian place tomorrow night, and the AI agent just does it. It goes to the website, clicks the right buttons, fills in the forms. It turns a whole bunch of annoying steps into one simple sentence.
Now, the other half of this puzzle is something they're calling browser memories. This is what gives the AI context. It's like it actually remembers what you're working on, so you don't have to start from square one every single time. If you were looking at, say, Halloween decorations last week, you can just ask it to pull that stuff up. And it's not saving entire pages, just summaries. Most importantly, they're saying you are always in control of this stuff.
Okay, let's pull back for a second, because this launch, it's not just about a cool new piece of tech. This is a strategic move. This is OpenAI signaling the start of a whole new browser war, and they are aiming squarely at Google.
So why is this such a credible threat? Well, it comes down to one absolutely massive number: 800 million. That's how many people use ChatGPT every week. That is a built-in audience that OpenAI could try to flip over to their new browser. And if they do, the whole power dynamic of the web could shift, like overnight.
You know, we've seen this movie before. A lot of people are saying this feels just like 2008 when Google dropped Chrome on the world. Back then, everyone thought Microsoft's Internet Explorer was totally unbeatable, but Chrome came along and just completely changed the market. OpenAI is betting that AI is the big disruption that lets them do the exact same thing to Chrome today.
And this quote from OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, man, it just says it all, doesn't it? He's not thinking about this as just another competitor. He sees this as one of those rare, once-in-a-decade moments to completely tear down and rebuild our single most important tool for using the internet.
But look, with any change this big, you have to ask the tough questions, right? It's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows. A tool this powerful brings some pretty massive potential and some equally massive questions along with it.
So on the one hand, you've got the incredible promise. Altman sums up the dream perfectly here. It's not just about searching the web anymore. It's about an AI that is actively using the internet for you. It's about streamlining your entire life online. But then, you have the other side of that coin, the big what if. And here's the counterpoint from analyst Patty Harrington. If the AI is doing everything for us, if it's making all these little decisions, are we losing a part of ourselves in the process? Is all this convenience actually taking our own personality out of the equation? And that's not just a philosophical question. It leads to some very real, very practical concerns that critics are already raising. First up, privacy. What happens to all this incredibly detailed data about our browsing? Then there's accuracy. We all know AI can hallucinate and just make stuff up. Then there's the whole economy of the internet. What happens to websites and creators if nobody clicks on their links anymore? And finally, bias. How do we know the AI won't just start pushing us towards whatever solution paid for an ad? These are huge questions.
So when you boil it all down, ChatGPT Atlas is proposing a really fundamental shift in how we relate to the internet. It's asking us to move away from what we know, searching, clicking, reading, and into a totally new world of just talking and giving commands. And that really leaves us with one final massive question. Are we ready to make that leap?